Hey, what's going on, everybody? I know you're sitting here looking at this going, a water heater? What does a water heater have to do with ham radio? Well, I'll get to that. I want to show y'all something. Okay? I changed this water heater out today for a customer, and they said that it just quit working. They were going to change the elements. It didn't have any leaks or anything like that, but they tried to change the element and realized that it was full of sediment. So instead of cleaning it out, they went ahead and bought a new water heater, and I can't blame them. The bottom element was the one that apparently went out. Not sure, I haven't taken the top one out yet. But let me take y'all over here and show you this bottom element. Alright, so to put that into perspective for you, that's the back end of my Ford F-150, and it goes from here to here on my tailgate. So it's about a foot shy of covering the whole tailgate. To put it up against the water heater, well, you can kind of see it definitely should not be that long, and as you can see, it's stretched out quite a bit. Realistically, it should come to there, not all the way out there. So this thing was so caked up with sediment that whenever he tried to pull the water or pull the element out, it twisted it up and basically caved it in back on itself. Now you can see up in there all these chunks of just sediment. And I'm actually flushing this thing out right now to see if I can make it a usable water heater again. Because there's no sense in throwing away a good water heater. So what does this have to do with ham radio, you may ask? Well, a new water heater, 50-gallon water heater, you're an electric one, you're looking at anywhere from $400 to $600, depending on what kind you get. Well, that compared to an element or a set of elements for, you know, $25 or $30 for a set of elements is quite a significant difference. And you could buy several radios with that money you save. So I'm doing this video to bring up this point. Regardless of where you live, whether you're in the city, in the country, this one came out of a country home, well water. To keep this from happening, that little drain valve right down there that I've got the hose hooked into right now, flushing through, take the time every six months or so to just turn off your water or hook a hose to that, drain your water heater, and start flushing it every 6 months. Plumbers love it when you don't do this, because then they get to come out and charge you $600–700 to change out a water heater, and you're out $600 or $700 or more, depending on what kind you get and how big it is, all because you don't want to take an hour every 6 months to come out and flush your water heater. So for those that don't do it, they'll last for a while. You might get 10 years out of it, you might get more. You might only get a year out of it, depending on how bad your water is. But, you know, a plumber's not going to sit there and tell you, most plumbers are not going to tell you to flush your water heater out every 6 months. Because they love it whenever you have to call them and say, hey, come change a water heater. And for those of you that are handy, like me, or others, that can do it yourself, you're still out $400 or $500 if you have to change out your water heater. It took me almost an hour to get that element out. And that was with a pair of channel locks and a Sawzall. So just take the time every 6 months, flush your water heater. Otherwise you end up with this. I will post some pictures of it after it's done, how much sediment that I get out of it. I can tell you that the bottom of the tank is filled from the bottom past the top of where that element goes in. So there's a lot in there, a whole lot in there. This is probably one of the worst ones I've ever seen. But I'm gonna resurrect it and make it work again. So as y'all can see, it's a Rheem Warrior class. Have no idea what year it was made. If I find a date on it, I'll let you know. But it's an older water heater. It's at least 10 years old. It's 50 gallons, 240 volt. So I'm not seeing a date on it anywhere. Maybe there'll be a sticker on it somewhere. Don't know. Usually people have to fill that information out on the water heater itself, and apparently it wasn't done on this one, and it does not have a sticker on it. So if I can figure out how old it is, I'll let you know. But nonetheless, it's an old water heater, but I'm going to make it work again. So, and actually it's 59 gallons, but 50 gallon. So anyways, y'all take it easy, be safe, and flush your water heaters. Holy cow, flush your water heaters. I need to do mine too. So anyways, y'all stay safe out there, keep hamming on. WX5LEO Whiskey X-Ray 5 Lima Echo Oscar coming at you with a plumbing tip for the day. Y'all have a good one.